And we're back, SGC, with a first impression on How I Met Your Mother Season 9 final season, episode 1 and 2. I mean, I'm happy that they gave us 2 episodes instead of 1. 40 minutes of How I Met Your Mother. Not bad. Actually, first off, I have to say, I was very nostalgic that I'm very sad that this is the actual final season of How I Met Your Mother. I mean, with the opening credits rolling and that picture sequence that they always do in every episode, I was like, wow. One more year of this and no more. Just no more. So, this was a 2-part episode, and I have to say, it totally did not feel at all like a season premiere episode. Rather, it felt like a season finale episode, especially the first episode. It just felt like they could have totally shoved that and put it back in last season, because it just felt it was a continuation, that it was too continuing, that nothing actually happened. Like, as in, like, it didn't time jump forward, but rather it was still dealing with the wedding, and I'm sort of sick of that. Like, I'm sick of the wedding. I mean, somehow we know that the mother's introduced, and now we have that, so I sort of wish we knew all this. Like, if that ending, actually, if these 2 episodes were back in last season, boom, that would have been awesome, and I would appreciate last season's finale a lot more compared to what it was, actually. And I enjoyed seeing these guys back. That's pretty much all I can say. I realize after 8 years of this, How I Met Your Mother's gags are kind of getting stale, because I mean, they just don't realize that gags that repeatedly, second after second, you reuse them so many times throughout an episode is just stale. I mean, like the only good repetitive gag throughout these 2 episodes was the Curtis thing. Like, him being so caring about Ted, but that was like sort of drawn out for the entire 2 episodes where they made Curtis, he sort of did that thing like, oh no, and then they did that thing at the bar, and it's like, oh no, and then at the end it was sort of drawn out, but I still sort of get it, because Curtis is just really caring about Ted. But things like the cookie thing, the son of a bitch, and then like everything that Lily said, it's like, no, actually your mom is this, no, actually your mom is this, no, actually your mom is this. Or even the drink thing with Linus. Thank you, Linus. Thank you, Linus. Thank you, Linus. Thank you, Linus. Like, wow, really? Do we need that? And I guess, for me, from a storytelling point of view, this whole time jumping, skipping thing is a really, like, you can fit anything into these timelines. As in, like, oh, Barney picked up the phone, and then we skip to somewhere else, and then later on we come back to him before picking up the phone, and then we go afterwards, and it's just like, ooh, why do this to audiences? So, as a general feeling, I did not really like the premiere. I'm just more nostalgic. I'm like, oh, the mother's back, hug. That's all I got for them. Though I have to say, the mother's banter with the existing cast is like, she's holding up. Like, I don't think she's like I don't know, the chemistry is there, like her Lily's conversation, her caring, like the fact that she's like the mom, and the fact that all these factors are filling in as like, she is perfect for Ted, because she's all this stuff, but some, like, you know, the repetition gag sort of like deflates that a bit. So that's why I sort of like the ending when they sat at the bar, but I'm so pissed off that they said a year from now. That means that they're using real time as in one whole season. So that means like they're not married by the end of the season, or like what's happening. Like, I really hope that How I Met Your Mother has more than just I Met Your Mother, like sort of dating. I don't know, maybe I'm hopeful. Maybe I was hoping for a wedding, that would be interesting, but I guess that's sort of beyond How I Met Your Mother. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, I enjoyed the mother. She was fine. There's construction or renovation near my house, or across from my suite, so that sucks. So if you can hear what I'm hearing. So yeah, that's pretty much my first impression of How I Met Your Mother Season 9, final season, episode 1 and 2. I'm glad it's back. I mean, I hope it ranks up, as it keeps going to the end of the season and the series and stuff, that these things are gonna get increased and get better. Just hope this whole repetition of gags, like constant repetition, no breathing allowed, lets loose a little bit with the episodes to come. Because I mean, the gags are okay, but it just can't throw it all away at the same time, because it reminds me of like You know, R.I.P.D. the whole gag with the old guy and the hot chick is like they spread it out the entire movie that was enjoyable. You wanted that to come back, but if you do that constantly, it's just like, oh, yeah, I got enough. Not funny anymore. That's the biggest thing. It's not funny. Like the Curtis thing, like I said. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you. Like, if I was like, are you serious? Are they really going? This is just lazy. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for this first impression of Season 9, How I Met Your Mother, Episode 1 and 2. See ya.